There are many moving parts to this timeline shift. God has orchestrated it. It might not be what you expected, up, down, up. It might not be the path that you intended to take, the quantum trail that we've discussed. We've been on the longest journey, and now it is divine timing. God wants us to build a kingdom. Thy kingdom come. And the energies are supporting the shift that we've been through. So especially in the past few days, we felt up, down, up. And if you felt this, you know, there are different reasons why God gives us the different experiences so we could have perspective. In order to be a great leader, in order to create things that every person can benefit from, you have to have the experience. You need to achieve balance. And that's why God gives us up, down, up. The pain that you feel, and a lot of people have been feeling that during the up, down, up, especially in the past few days. The pain is your purpose. So through that great pain, that pressure, it's guiding us to what we are to do. You know, humility, refining character, faith, and intuition are all things that we're going to discuss in today's lesson. We're going to discuss the royal family today. These are the things that you have to stay focused on. And that's what we do as we go through this shift. So I'm grateful for everyone coming on this live stream. Lisa, Valentine, Cece, Chris, Hopeful Full Moon. I appreciate everyone, Natalie, everyone coming on. Very grateful if you could kindly click the like button in the now moment. It allows others to get this very powerful energy update. You have to understand the balance that is required for this. There are many moving parts to achieve this balance that God wants for us. The greatest leaders have hidden battles that they had to fight. And that was the threshing floor. And God gave us the threshing floor so we could be refined. And one of the things that we needed to do was to know thyself. You know, this is not our first rodeo, if you will. We go through these peaks and valleys, and it refines us. And we have to know who we are. And you are shaped to take the lead. So if you're getting this message today, if you are tuned in all the way through the ending of this message today, if you are part of the royal family, this message is going to resonate with you. You have to embrace humility. You have to embrace the refinement of character and the balance. So with that said, you will have compassion with the crushing that God has put you through, especially in recent times. But you also have to embrace the dominance that you have as the king. And that's what I have done on my journey, okay? And a lot of people know this strength that I have. You know, certain days require one thing, but you, the person that's getting this message, you might have been on this journey, and all of a sudden the outside world, it was maybe giving you a hard time. You know, you might have had to fight for your life, and that's what God taught you throughout this. You had to outlast the onslaught. And now that Holy Spirit fire is rising up with you. And that's why on my journey, I learned through God to assert dominance. And I know my true value and my true worth. You see, that's why God has refined us. And you want to stay focused all the way through this message today. I understand what I have accomplished, what I have done. okay? And I don't tolerate anything. And I have a reputation. I have a reputation to protect, okay? And I dominate every single second of the day. You see, all of this is mine, okay? This is my studio. This is my platform that I built. And I don't tolerate anyone or anything, and I don't get distracted. I don't let little weasels, little anyone throw me off my path, okay? I assert dominance. I will not move off this reputation. And there's people out there in the modern world, it's the modern bully, right? The modern people that, let me try to distract him. I don't tolerate, I don't budge. I don't budge for anyone, okay? What is out there in the world, it's knocking things over. All the houses of cards, you see me? You see how strong I am? It's not gonna move. I don't budge for anyone or anything. And all the massive windstorms that are out there are just a simple breeze to me.
Hey, what you doing?
Making a world famous live stream.
Oh.
You ever see the live stream before?
Yeah, I think so.
You're interrupting my live stream.
Oh, I apologize.
You see the people? There's the people.
Oh, there's the people. Hey, people.
You see the people? You got to be real strong. And you have to know who and when. You have to understand who and when. You have to know who your divine feminine is. For those that are new, this is my wonderful sister here who came up with these beautiful shirts that you see. Tremendous mug here, and we're all we're hanging out. It's a very powerful time of the year. But you know, we are like the epitome of the royal family. We've been through a lot. You know, we were both school teachers, and you know, the journey that we've been through in the past few years. You know, there might be some school teachers or former school teachers that went through a lot in the past few years, and you know how we have you know, taken our skills and you know, some of you remember her from the world famous video that we did together. That video will pop up in the upper left-hand corner at the end of this live stream. Teachers be teaching, yeah, absolutely.
Teachers be teaching.
But you know, it's really, you have to know very strongly the balance. So as strong as you need to be, you have to be soft and loving as well. You know, have a reputation. You know, people, you know, say, "Oh, this guy's so strong," and you know.
Strong.
But you have to know when to be distracted. You know, who to allow in and who to fight for the death for. You know, I know on my journey the people that I fight for the death for, and maybe that resonates with you. Hit the like button. I think family. It's so important that people hear this message today. In the modern world, the family unit is collapsing before our very eyes. And what is the family unit for you? So you have to, as a divine masculine, and we're getting our divine masculines to rise. And our divine masculine is to protect our divine feminine, which brings the creativity, and we balance these energies within ourselves. But you know, we all, both of us, it's interesting how you might experience too within your own families that you go through similar life lessons. And I'm here to tell you what I took from the feedback, especially since the last time you were on. There's a lot of people out there that they don't cherish their siblings, and I got a lot of feedback in the comments, and you know, a lot of people see the way that the two of us are. You know, it's everyone's situation is different. So, you know, you might have a ironclad relationship with your sibling, your brother or sister. You know, maybe you don't. Some people have great relationships with their parents. Maybe you don't. Or maybe you have a great, you know, wife or husband, girlfriend, or maybe you're single. Maybe you dealt with the hardship there. And these are the journeys that we go through, and these are the scars that we carry with us. So you have to know when to be serious and when to have fun. So,
we have lots of fun.
Yes.
We're very silly.
Thank you for interrupting my live stream.
Oh,
is there anything
welcome.
else you'd like to say about the shirts? You said Patriot stuff?
Oh yes. We got patriotic stuff on the Etsy now too, and if you take a little look, there's going to be some new summer stuff up there too.
Say the Etsy cozy catch. Say the
Christina's Cozy Cash on Etsy.
Totally professional.
There'll be a link.
Link is in the description. I appreciate you.
I love you.
I love you.
All right, I'll see you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm coming on now.
All right, she's going on. She's going on to manage the chat. There's a lot of moving parts, you know, especially when you're dealing with, I know how to get prepared. No, but these are the things that we have to know. We have to understand humility. We have to have faith and intuition. And, you know, the two of us had to have faith through big events that occurred in the world. And we had to have faith in God. And you have to go forward with your intuition. So a lot of people, they've lost their intuition. And now it's time to, as you go through the up, down, up, that intuition is so important because you're not going to see the path clearly, okay? We're not on a trip. We are on a journey. And a journey has twists and turns. And boy, are we going on twists and turns. All right, so you might have had plans. I had plans. We both had plans. But those plans were changed. And guess what? They were changed so that we could have a life of freedom, of sovereignty. And guess what? If freedom isn't free in this world, did you know that? Share this video out, right? Because there's people out there in the past few years that had to do things to fight for their freedoms. And sometimes we didn't even realize, hey, say, heck, I wasn't even free. I didn't even realize I was putting myself in the prison. I like to call it the golden handcuff. Sometimes you get a job. Sometimes that job isn't your life's vocation. Maybe it's similar, but that's why God puts you in certain positions where, you know, I could take my teaching skills and apply it to the new earth, the new stuff that's coming out. So these are the shifts that are happening, okay? During that interruption, I'm very grateful for whoever sent the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very grateful for that. So one of the things that God has given to me is the need for balance and alignment. Balance and alignment, especially when it comes to masculine and feminine energies, which has been lost. Okay, a lot of women are out of balance, a lot of men are out of balance, and sometimes we need to have a reminder and balance those energies within ourselves. Okay, so as we see in the lesson today, you have to be real strong to protect your family. You don't let the Jezebel spirits come and bother your family, right? The beta male Judas parasites of the world, the little weasels out there. You don't let those people touch your family. But then you have to have the compassion for those, right, that are your family. A lot of people, it's wild what goes on in the world. And I've spoken to many of you. I'm grateful for all of your sharing and share comments. I do read the comments. You got to watch out for the Luciers out there. And you got to be real careful who you allow into your everyday life. Okay, I've been saying it before. I learned these lessons. You got to learn it. And I know my sister, I defend to the end, okay? And I don't have to question it, right? But some people, you say, oh, maybe I should be, you're on the shaky ground. You have to be focused in this new energy, okay? Cliff, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Cheers to you, Cliff. Thank you so much. I love you, brother. Up, down, up. When you look at the Schumann resonance, you know, from the past few days, and I've been feeling this as well. So, and you will get that random anxiety. It goes through you. And I'm being honest with everyone. Anxiety was something that I dealt with strongly in the past. And a lot of the past traumas, the things that we held, have to come up to the surface to be released. Okay, so this is a time period. If you look at, we had a really powerful spike, then we kind of went into like a dark area, which like kind of reminds us of the dark night of the soul, which we discussed yesterday. Please watch my videos on the dark night of the soul. So important. A lot of people, they think that the ascension journey, having a spiritual awakening means that they are going to immediately become a unicorn in a rainbow. And that's not the case. There's a lot of shadow work. There's a lot of, oh my God, a lot of this was fake. I have to reassess my life. And then there's pains. And then there's shadow work. And then there's a recalibration of your nervous system, which makes you go banana sandwich. These are the deep ascension symptoms that we all go through. You check out that video if you haven't. This is about becoming the anchor. So you might have to be the anchor for your family. You might have to be the anchor being for the timeline. And that's why I'm grateful for each and every one of you, right? So when you build communities, and it's like communities within communities, like dreams within dreams. What the heck is real anymore in the quantum? It's funny. The other day, I share this with people. I have the YouTube on my TV, just with no algorithm, and just random stuff pops up. And the other day, the last 3 minutes, it was like a cut of Inception. And if you ever seen Inception, it's kind of like showing you: are you in the right timeline? Are you in the dream, or are you in the base timeline? Sometimes, and you might be getting this message, pay real close attention. And if you experience this, click the like button, write a comment, raise awareness on this. You went onto a different timeline and you experienced a world where things were slightly different, maybe harsher, maybe lower, a lower vibrational frequency. And then after a period of time, you went back onto the original timeline. So he was spinning that top, and at the end, he saw his kids. His kids were there, and he was so joyous. And then he ran from the top, and the top looked like they kind of cut the ending, but it looked like the top was about to topple over, which meant he was in baseline reality. There were certain things. There were certain people, things. When I see, right, certain people in my life, I know that's baseline reality right there. And I know this is going to go real deep. There's people, things, and situations. These are your anchors. These are your anchors. Who are the anchors in your everyday life? Do you have at least one person that you might maybe consider your anchor to the timeline? That's my anchor. I know, and I could, and some people, we're going on this trip together. And there's some people that come, they just start falling off the timeline. Okay, there was a reason why that clip of Inception, I always joke about it too, it randomly popped up the other day. These are the things that you have to focus on. Are you in that baseline reality? Are you on that timeline? It's your timeline, not the timeline that someone else. How did someone else create the timeline? Oh, because your reality, 95% of it, is dictated by the embodiment, by the frequency that is coming from the Sacred Heart. These are the things that you have to stay focused on. What's going on inside of you? I shared before, Ascension, the solar flash, is an inside job. Oh, it's an inside job. It's coming from inside of you. I've seen this, and I could reflect on my journey. And again, was it my fault? No, because I went into this, and then we react. The subconscious is part of life. So what becomes my responsibility, my free will, my doing to change the timeline for the world? Appreciate the support. It's not an easy job. I have to go inside. I have to reassess. And when I change that inner frequency, and when I start commanding everyday life, I command everyday life. That's where you have to be. That's where the mindset has to be. You have to start writing commands for everyday life. This is the programming. You understand? You're running off subconscious it's not spiritual wackadoo stuff. Your life is a subconscious program. And these are things that we have to overcome for our family lineage. We are the royal family. And that could be your actual family. And hey, listen, you might have been into families that you don't get along with your family members, okay? We all have a different, unique life situation. My life situation, I have the greatest sister that someone could ask for. That's a blessing from God. And I hear some of the stories. And I've seen this. I've seen a lot of this. People have shared their stories, right? One sister self-sabotages the other sister. Ronnie, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Ronnie. Thank you. You are the royal family, Ronnie. I appreciate you. No, and if you've had these things before, and this was the outpour when people saw the video that I did with my sister, and they would say, you know, certain things, wow, I can't believe, you know, I don't have any relationship with my sibling. You might be, your sister might be a saboteur. Other people, right? You might be in a relationship. Your girlfriend or boyfriend is actually the saboteur. You can't, and again, certain things, right? That's your royal family by birth. There are certain things you came into this world. You don't choose your sister, right? But you might have choose them before you came into this life. Some of you know you might have choose your parents. Interesting topics here that I'm sharing today. Maybe you starting to realize you might have shared. I saw a tremendous post I'm going to share on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. We're growing like never before. Some children, especially in the now moment, the indigo children, are born to help remind their parents who they are. Wrong pipe. You have to give 1 second to talking before you drink hydrational beverage. No, some people, they're actually reminding their parents who they are. You get so excited, you got to get the words out. Can't get the water down fast enough. These are the things that are happening right now, okay? And you might be feeling the shift happening in your everyday life. Royal family. These are the topics I share on this channel. They ain't going to change. I've seen this over the years. This is something I've been talking about. The family unit has got to get back together. I appreciate it if you smash the like button if that resonates with you. And maybe you're out there, you don't have family. I know a lot of people like this too. Hit the subscribe button. We are the royal family. There are people in this world you might meet, and they're showing up, and you feel like you know them already. They feel like your royal family. So I want some people out there that might feel alone on their journey to realize this. There are people out there that are your soul family. And that's what this shift is happening. That's why it's happening. This is happening in the invisible, okay? Some people understand biblical terms, but we could also see them with science as well. You know, when I look at the Schumann resonance frequency, it's invisible. There's stuff happening in the background. In your body, your subconscious is changing. It's happening in the background. And when these things that change, it's happening in the background, all of a sudden the reality that you're actually experiencing shifts. Your bones are always twisting around, right? A lot of stuff going on. You might have gone through the fire. Your scars are your stories. Your scars are your stories. See, my scars, the things that I've had, they're now stories. Now, because I am refined, I can now teach other people how to overcome these things, how to manifest new lives, how to create new timelines. Lisa, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I love you. Thank you. We have to do this with balance. You know, I was, doing a little over the top before. It doesn't mean I go out into the world and I just start smashing everything that moves. The Path of the Warrior is a full video that I did on this channel page. It does not mean I take my big hammer. Do you like my big hammer? It doesn't mean I take my big hammer and I smash everything that moves. I share the story of Mjolnir, and the hammer, you need to be worthy to lift that hammer. And then the hammer is used to bash things down, tear things down, and also build things up. And what we need to do is build family units back up. Okay, we have to build on a right foundation. And there's a lot of people, that's why I do a lot of relationship videos, full playlist on the channel page. I see it across the board. People get into relationships, they go in for the modern things. They're out of alignment. That's why if you don't have that foundation, you have to make, it's one of the most important things. If you're gonna actually build a physical, you have a relation with someone and then maybe build from there, you gotta make sure you pick the right one. How do you pick the right one? It's a frequency, and you don't budge from that. And once you start identifying the frequencies, you have to go with the feeling. You got to go with your gut and your heart. And if it's telling you it's not right, as my father wisely taught me, when in doubt, cancel out. There's so many people, they go in it for the money. Oh, this relationship, I'll go in it for the money. Right? This one's got the big tits. Let me go with this one. Let me go with that one, right? I keep it at 100. Sorry, guy. I'm going to go with the arm candy, right? And you got nothing in common. Or, I'm going to go with him cuz he's got all the money, right? I'm just calling it out, right? If you love the truth, you click the subscribe button. I appreciate that. Oh, here's a guy that just talks the truth, right? I appreciate that. All the things you do, the likes, the shares, we keep it at 100. You don't need arm candy, bro. You don't need a worthless beta male that has money, sis. You better start waking up, people. These are the problems. When we start looking at our lives, we got to get back into the heart space. We got to start taking over everyday life. This is what we need. Soul connection, so important. Soul connection, so important. You have to realize it. You have to embrace it. You got to love it. The truth is the only way, because a lot of people, they shove it down. They don't want to embrace the truth. You got to start embracing the truth. You have to embrace the truth. You have to realize that what you went through was a refinement of your character. This was a refinement for your faith. We have leaders to lead now, and your faith has to be in God, and you are going to be tested for your intuition. Because if you are going to be a leader, you have to have intuition. And that's one of the things that I'm sharing and showing over the years with first-hand experience about intuition. You better have intuition about the good and the bad. Those that have been watching my journey. I know the people. My intuition told me, right? I know the people, my intuition told me and sometimes, even at first glance, you say, how is this even possible? But your intuition is telling you. This person seems a little mean, but they're probably a beautiful person inside. You got to go with the gut instinct. You got to go with the intuition. These are the things. This is what God is refining right now. The 144,000 are sealed in the forehead. You are sealed in the forehead. You have to see with the third eye. Not with just the two, see with the two eyes too, you know what I'm saying? But you got to see with the third eye. Don't look at, see through. One of my first videos, right, on clairsentience. Don't look at, see through. You got to see through it all. You got to see through deceptions, and you got to see through the harsh exterior, right? There's something out there. It looks so wonderful and unicorny and rainbowy, right? Oh, look how the beautiful thing, right? And maybe it doesn't have its best intentions for you on the inside. And then there's a hard exterior. but it's a ball of love in the inside. You got to get out of that rational brain. You got to get into the heart. You got to start feeling your chakra systems. You got to get your intuition. You have to have balance. You have to have compassion. God is crushing us, restoring us. Watch my world famous video. It gets views every day. The signs that God is restoring you. Watch it. Watch it on replay. Get it in that brain. Because sometimes we prevent it because in our subconscious, we keep looping the familiar past. You could write in the comments, God is restoring us. You have to have compassion with the crushing and dominance of the king. That's what I have on my journey. And I know with laser pinpoint accuracy, and you have to put a big spotlight on these things. You got to put a big spotlight on the true divine feminine in this era. Do you know about the era? Do you know about the modern woman? Do you know about social media? You go out on social media, right? Everyone's got a filter. Everyone's a model. Everyone's and where's all the attention? Well, why does it matter, Uncle Mike? Because nothing's getting built. Because everyone's wasting their currency. What do you mean? Attention is the currency of the universe. Who are you paying attention to? Who are you giving your attention to? That's what I do. Why am I successful? I'm successful because I know who to get the heck out of my life, and I know who to protect. I know who to love. This is the truth. This is why I put it on the main stage. Put your divine feminines up and show the world who they really are, because they're having a hard time. These are the girls. Maybe you were ridiculed in the school. Maybe you're the divine feminine. You had a bunch of dirtbag girls in the school picking on you. I heard the stories, right? Maybe you're in the workplace, right? And you were hidden. That's why the big divine masculines need to lay the hammer down. That's the truth. This is how you protect your family. This is what God wants. It's time for the royal family 144. Everyone write that in the comments today. The royal family 144. Write it in the comments. The royal family 144. Pray over this video. Share this video and get this out to the people. This is the truth. This is the balance. You could see the different energies throughout the video. You know, you see people, they're the same. They act the same way all the time. Every video, every day, it's not the same. It's not truthful. It's not truthful. You got to be real. I'm going to be real. I don't care. I give zero. You know what? Did you see that video? That was a great video we did, right? You have to give zero. You know what? Because you will lose yourself. We are being rebirthed right now. This is the birthing process. We are being rebirthed right now. These are the deep truths of the universe today. The deep truths. And this is the empowerment. We are shifting timelines. It is not easy. Up, down, up. Okay? And you could look at the Schumann resonance is giving us something that we could actually look at, right? Sometimes we get an X-class solar flare. Sometimes we get a very powerful shift with a full moon. And if you watch the water, the tides, right? You have water in your body. Holds a lot of memories. Cellular traumas, all stuff I talk about on the channel. Click subscribe. You want to improve your life. Know about this. This journey is not a straight line. We're going like this. If you are going twists and turns, if you have no clue, if you say, oh my God, the emotions are high, this is the channel. This is the community for you. We don't always go forward. Sometimes we have to take a step backwards in different aspects of our everyday life. Got to get the stress out of your everyday. It's the number one thing. Stress is the number one cause of dis-ease. Got to get the stress out. Got to get it all out. It is fun times, right? We're here for fun times. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. And those tough people, they have the most fun. Because they are sovereign. They know thyself. Do you know thyself? I know thyself. I know who I am. You have to know thyself at this time. You have to know who your family is at this time. You have to trust this with your faith and intuition. You got to know that God has your back. It's a very powerful test. I go through this on a almost daily basis this year. This is really a year of endings to make that great beginning. In that old you, please pay attention to this. We are shifting timelines. For us to shift timelines, our frequency must shift along with it. That means the stuff from the past, the old version of you, it's dying off. So that's why we feel like we're dying. You might go through weight fluctuation. I go through it as well. And you have to know. And sometimes when that inner frequency is shifting, you have to spend that time resting, recalibrating, so that you can move forward. Sometimes we have to go backwards to take a giant leap forward, right? I taught about Super Mario Brothers the other day, right? Remember that one, Super Mario Brothers? You got to jump over the thing. Those that played Super Mario, use the Google if you don't know who he is, okay? No, sometimes, I can't make the jump. You have to go backwards and then hit the B button and then run and make that jump. Then you jump the timelines. That's what's going on. It's good teaching, right? It's good teaching. This is what we have to stay focused on. It's easy to lose focus at this time. I appreciate, it is a super jump. So I'm very grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for the support for the channel. If you like any of the shirts, part of the community, check out my sister's Etsy store. The link is in the description. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives to share this video. And I'm grateful for all of you. Leave a comment if you are feeling this timeline shift. Timeline shifts are not a joke. They are part of our everyday life, and more people are learning, and I'm here to teach about it. Okay, so we're going to have to go inside. We're going to have to understand subconscious. We're going to have to understand frequency, the reality that we are receiving a broadcast. If you're tuning the dial, what's God doing? What is God doing? Tuning the dial. We're tuning the dial to a new frequency. You are the receiver. I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful for all the support. Check out the channel page, clicking your subscribe button if you've never done so. I'm so grateful for that. Leaving a comment. Check out the videos. We have new posts on Facebook all day, every day. I love the Facebook community, the YouTube community, Patreon community. Thank you for the support on Patreon. All right. I love each and every one of you. Oh, yeah. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, even your little sister distracting you, just keep going. This is a family affair. Pick your family up. Pick your brothers and sisters up. I love you all. Stay focused. Stay motivated. Keep going.